EA blames Halo Call of Duty delays their ranked game mode. Cyberpunk 2077 is looking to increase the frame rates for the Xbox Series S, and there is another price reduction for Xbox Game Pass. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So Battlefield 2042 for a lot of people has been a major disappointment. Now, I'm sure there is still lots of enjoyment you can get out of this game. If you are having fun with it and you're playing it, that's great. I haven't jumped into it. I did play the beta or the technical test, whatever came out just before they released the game fully, and there were so many bugs that I didn't really have too much fun. And I've been waiting for this game to be fixed, for it to be playable, and just everything to be worked out with Battlefield 2042, and it seems like that hasn't fully happened yet. And there's been a poor reception for this game. There's been a petition for everybody to get their refund. It's just been a big mess. Now, Battlefield 2042 in my mind was DICE's almost last chance to kind of make up for the bad release for Battlefield 5 and how that game did not meet expectations for EA. We all know what happened with that game, where they told people if they don't like it, don't buy it, and hey, they didn't go out and buy it. And Battlefield 2042 just has been a big mess. Now, this information here comes via EA's Chief Studios Officer, Laura Miele, who was talking about multiple reasons why Battlefield 2042 suffered a bad start. And one of the things that she kind of blames it on is the release of Halo Infinite. So this was initially reported here by Tom Henderson at Xfire, revealing the details of the internal EA meeting call, and he kind of explains what she has to say. Following the game's launch, DICE rolled out its day 1 and day 0 patches to get the bug count down further. On this, Miele continued and said that Battlefield 2042's launch and patches meant the game was stable and the early critical reception was good. However, according to EA, things took a turn, and that turn was, clear as throat, the surprise release of Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Now, you think about Halo Infinite, right? You remember that game fully launched on December 8th, but we got the surprise announcement for the multiplayer going live on November 15th, which was just 4 days before the launch of Battlefield 2042 on November 19th. Now, yes, of course, a huge game like Halo Infinite is going to have some sort of offset effect on other first-person shooters that are released in the same time frame, Call of Duty and Battlefield, because of the huge fan base around Halo Infinite. Halo hasn't come out since 2015 with Halo 5, so it's a long wait since we got it in a brand new Halo game, and that's going to be something that's hard to compete with. However, the reason why she says or talks about that Halo Infinite had an effect on it because Battlefield 2042 wasn't polished has nothing to do with Halo. It has to do with DICE and EA not getting this game ready in time for its release. It probably should have been delayed like another year, to be completely honest, from what we're seeing so far with the bugs. Now, I would love to jump into this game. To me, it's kind of a waste of time until it's fully completed and all the bugs are worked out. But we'll see what happens with Battlefield 2042 going forward, if it's salvageable, if they can continue to improve it and make this game something that is worthwhile for the larger community. Because right now, there's obviously fun to be had if you're a Battlefield fan. But on the other side of things, there are a lot of people that are upset, and it's really ruining and tarnishing the image of the Battlefield franchise. This is 2 games in a row now, and I don't know if they're going to be able to last. They're going to have to do something here in order to turn this ship around so that people have a better image of Battlefield going forward, because when it comes time to the next Battlefield release, there will be a lot of doubters out there. All right, moving on here to Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, Call of Duty Vanguard Season 2 just recently released, I believe, on February 14th, and there was a lot of updates coming to it, something that was long time coming because Vanguard was in a pretty bad state, and so was Warzone. So they made a bunch of updates, and one of those updates for multiplayer was the inclusion of a ranked play game mode. This is something that people have been wanting. They were disappointed that it wasn't there at launch, but now it looks like the game has been delayed in terms of the ranked play. So it says here, ranked play update. In retail testing prior to launch, we discovered a stat-breaking issue that only appears in the live environment. As a result, the beta will not go live tomorrow morning as intended. Resolving this is a top priority, and we'll have an update on timing ASAP. So if you've been waiting for ranked play, here are some of the things that comes along with ranked play. I love ranked play game modes, even if I'm not very good. I just find it more competitive. People try to play the objective. It just seems like you're accomplishing more when you're playing ranked, but that's just me. So here is what comes with it. They're going to be Having the ELO system, which will track individual skill ratings in order to kind of rank where you're playing. Kills and individual performance will help boost your skill rating, but winning or losing matches will ultimately have the biggest impact on your skill rating, which is something that I love to see, and why I loved playing ranked is because people play the objective and they try to win games. Now this is going to be a 4 versus 4 experience, and there will be 7 skill divisions with 5 tiers each. There's an entire explainer video if you want to go check it out, but it was definitely a game mode that I would be interested in checking out. I was looking forward to see how it went when they released it, and now it's been delayed and we don't know when it's going to be coming because we haven't heard anything from Treyarch yet, but I'm assuming it won't be too far off if it's just some of the stat breaking things that they're going to be able to fix and hopefully get this out in the next week or so. So Cyberpunk 2077 has had just an insane long road to where we are right now, getting patch 1.5, which gives the next generation release for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 with multiple different enhancements, visual enhancements, quality of life improvements, and just more content. On the Xbox Series X and PS5, you have that 4K 60 FPS mode. They also brought this update to the Xbox Series S, but unfortunately, they're only giving one visual mode option with the Xbox Series S, which is 1440p locked at 30 frames per second. And when I saw this, and I'm sure a lot of people were along the same wavelength, was that we would rather have the ability on the Xbox Series S to play this game in 60 frames per second, even if that means lowering the resolution to 1080p or even dynamic 1080, just to make sure to have those better frame rates in that 60 frames per second. And it looks like CD Projekt Red is potentially looking into this to see what they can do. So this comes via the Cyberpunk 2077 forum here, and Marcin Momot, who is the global community director at CD Projekt Red. And one of the things that they mention in this post, it says, we are also looking into the possibility of introducing the following requests, but at the moment we don't have any details to share. And they have here raising FPS cap on the Xbox Series S. So this is great to see. I wonder how hard it will be to actually do, because right now the game on the Xbox Series S is in 1440p, and the obvious logical thing you think they could do would be to just lower that resolution and then be able to increase that frame rate. Could be much harder than that, especially with what we've seen so far with Cyberpunk 2077, the development issues. The initial release of this game is specifically pretty much not working on the PS4 and the Xbox One. So hopefully this comes, because if I do play this game, probably going to pick it up digitally, and I would love to just play it on my Series S on my monitor, when that's where I game a lot of the time, and then hop onto it in 4K 60 FPS when I play on my Xbox Series X on my big TV. And to end things off here today, some interesting information on Xbox Game Pass pricing. Now, as we know, Xbox Game Pass hasn't raised their prices in forever, even though they are continuously adding more value to the service. And Phil Spencer even recently came out in an interview and kind of hinted that they had no plans in the near future to raise the prices of Xbox Game Pass. Now, they may not be raising the prices, but it looks like they are actually reducing the prices in the United Arab Emirates and in Saudi Arabia. Now, here's their comments on this. They say that the price adjustments will be effective February onwards, and they say we regularly evaluate the prices of Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold at a local level to best serve customers in each country. These price adjustments were informed and based on local market conditions in each country. This is simply a continuation of the price adjustments we made in select countries late last year. Now, here's the pricing revision. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is going to be going down to $10 US for 1 month, and then $120 US for a year. So you can see the difference: 15 for 1 month previously, 180 for a year previously. Then you look at console, it's only gonna cost $7 now instead of 10 per month. And we look at Game Pass for PC, again, $7 instead of 10. Xbox Live Gold as well is decreasing, $7 a month instead of 10. So you take a look here at the difference in the Saudi Arabia prices in their currency. It's about $15 less for Ultimate per month, and then about $10 less for just Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass for console and PC. So I mean, there you have it. They are reducing prices, and they're continuing to do this in different markets to try to get more people to sign up for the service. So places like the United States and Canada, there's no way you're going to see a price drop anytime soon, because the adoption rate is probably very high there. But will we ever see a price increase? That's what everybody wants to know. From the looks of it, from what Phil Spencer has said, we probably won't for now. But hey, if they add more things into the service, like maybe Ubisoft Plus or something that people have been seeing if that's going to come because of the rumors, and Ubisoft Plus actually coming over to consoles, such as what EA did before EA Play came into Xbox Game Pass, they may end up increasing prices if something like that happens. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about Battlefield 2042, Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty Vanguard's ranked game mode being delayed, and what are your thoughts on the price reduction for Xbox Game Pass? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. You're new here, you like what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.